G'day, Steeler Nation. You're probably thinking, why am I wearing a beanie? That's a very good question, but it is quite cold in Australia. But also, it's to grab your attention. I know it sounds funny, but I have a podcast coming out and I have a special guest who's a Broncos content creator. And it's quite a fun podcast that I put together. So I want to give you guys a heads up. Tomorrow, I'll be airing the podcast. Goes for about 50 minutes in. Look, I know it's long, it's massive, but you can do your dishes, you can make dinner, you can play the Sony. You can, while you're driving, but don't look at the visuals. Just listen to the audio if you're driving. You can, write notes down. You can study for your test. Do all these things while you listen to the podcast. So podcast comes out tomorrow. I'm trying to go, bring on new guests too. I may have another guy who's a Vikings guy as well next week, possibly. Still trying to chase down some other Steeler content guys too. But what I want to do, guys, is pretty much talk football with content creators. So if you know any content creators, let me know. I want to find out their story. The reason why I do these podcasts, the Ironcast, is to find out their story. So check out tomorrow's video on the Ironcast. We have the Broncos content creator or Broncos YouTuber coming in, and it was quite fun. It was a good time. So I'm not wearing a beanie in that video, just to grab your attention. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Check out the pod tomorrow. It goes for 50 minutes.
Well, so the past two Super Bowls, I'm going to butcher the statistic, but basically both those quarterbacks came from other teams and then won the Super Bowl for that team. So Tom Brady went to the Bucks, Matthew Stafford went to the Rams, and now I think we're going to have a hat trick, and Russell Wilson came to the Broncos, and we're going to win the Super Bowl. That's what happened, right? Like, how epic would that be? It's going to happen.
Russell Wilson is in the prime of his career right now, has a brand new stadium. Also, too, Denver Broncos Stadium, Mile High, is something different. Like, it's really hard to play there.
Yeah.
Also, okay, 3 more questions, right? Have you bought a Russell Wilson jersey yet?
Dude, no. And I'm so ashamed of myself. I should have one, but not yet.
Not yet.
Monte, and then I'll get a Russell.
He hasn't played for years yet, but still, I think if he plays there for the next maybe 3 or 4 years,
yeah.
How do you go and get Peyton Manning and now Russell Wilson? I just don't understand.
We're the best team in the
world. I just don't understand that. Okay, have you been to a Denver Broncos game?
Yes, I have. Many.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just went to the Chargers versus Broncos earlier this year in January at the LA Stadium at SoFi.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How is